Hey there viewers, a Transformers fan or Charlie Young back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Studio Series 86 Sunstreaker. Now, just before I get into this figure, you've probably noticed that the audio quality in my recent videos has kind of been a bit, well, shit. And that's because I've had to go for a different kind of audio setup recently. So if I'll just quickly explain before we move on. Well, right around the time I finished my smokescreen video, my usual recording phone basically, I had to get rid of it. The battery was swelling up, so yeah. But that left me without a normal phone to record because my usual phone at the time, well, one of the microphones in it was broken, so it couldn't record good quality. I'm sure my Vector Prime video shows that pretty well. So for a few videos, I had to borrow my parents' phones. They were fine with it, don't worry. But then, for my most recent videos, I was using this. Just a cheap microphone I bought off of Amazon, and I mean, it got the job done, but listening to the videos back, well, to be honest, the audio quality is kind of iffy in my opinion, so, but now that I've got a new phone, as of today, hopefully the audio is going to be good. So, enough rambling on, let's actually move on to the figure, starting off with the box. So, of course, we've got the standard modern Studio Series style of packaging. So here, we've got Sunstreaker in both modes. 15 steps. Got his name right there, Transformers the movie. Right here, we've got a picture of him. This side we just have what looks like Autobot City. The back, again we got him in both modes. Got a picture of him, because he does cameo in the film. Doesn't say anything, but he does make a cameo appearance. And it's pretty much just it doesn't say what he does in the film, it just talks about what he does in the Autobots. So yeah. And for once, it doesn't say Transformers the film anymore. It just says Transformers the movie. So at least they rectified that. But anyway. So. Oh. Now, as you can see, this is actually Earthrise Sunstreaker. And well, this is actually just a redeco of Earthrise Sunstreaker. And this figure's actually got kind of a bit of a weird history behind it. Because, well, this figure was first released in Earthrise, yes, but then a couple of years later in Legacy United and Generation Selects, we got this deco with some other figures, because I think it was Hound, which I have looked at, then Jazz, Wheeljack, and Trailbreaker, and they all had this weird, like, all-spark blue for the windshield, and it was in a 5-pack called Autobots Stand United. Which, okay then. And then, like, 2 years later, most of them, apart from, like, Jazz and Trailbreaker, have been released in Studio Series, because Hound was in the More Than Meets the Eye collection, subline, and Sunstreaker and Wheeljack have just been released normally in Studio Series. So, yeah, this is just Earthrise Sunstreaker, although it's definitely a much nicer deco. So, like, looking at this, like, yeah, it's the legally distinct Countach mode. But honestly, this looks much nicer. Like, for the hood, we got the Autobot symbol. Kind of not lined up fully, but oh well. The windshield, which is not translucent plastic anymore, although we do have this, like, baby blue, and mine's got a little paint smudge, but oh well. Now, this seems to, like, divide the fandom. Some people like it, some people hate it. Honestly, I don't mind it, but I would have preferred if it was just, like, colored in black. You know, like that Bumblebee figure. So yeah, I don't mind it. I just wish it was painted black instead. The back is much better painted, because we've got some more detailing here. We still don't have the spoiler, although I guess this back bit is painted to resemble the spoiler. So there you go. Underneath, well, there you go. We still have the mismatched yellow. So, but it's nowhere near as bad as the Earthrise figure, seeing how this is it's the same plastic here, instead of them having to paint this to match the yellow here. And of course, we've got the, I guess, supercharged engine here that Sunstreaker normally has, which is pretty cool. So yeah. And this does also count as its only accessory. Like, the Selects 5-pack version did also have a gun, but this version is just this. Although this is pretty cool looking. Pretty sure it's... yeah, I think this is just the exact same as the Earthrise version. But removing it, we can see the black paint there. So, yeah. If you lose this, it's not the end of the world, because we do have some nice detailing here. So, there you go. And well, putting him with Earthrise Sunstreaker, holy shit, that's a huge improvement, in my opinion. Because, I mean, you can see on camera, the Earthrise figure, that's got a huge yellow mismatch. Like, in person, it's not noticeable, but on camera, you can really see it. So, yeah. And, of course, this was, like, translucent plastic, so... but here, it's nice and solid. But we can also see that they've painted this in, so it's nice. Well, yeah, it's really nice looking now. This back bit had no, like, resemblance of a spoiler whatsoever, whereas here it's painted to at least resemble it. And there is some, like, differences here, like on the shins, but we'll talk about that in robot mode. And yeah, the Earthrise one didn't have an Autobot symbol on the hood. So, yeah. But well, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. Like, honestly, yeah, I definitely prefer this over the Earthrise version. It looks nicer, the yellow looks nicer in my opinion. In fact, yeah, it looks more detailed because it's better painted. So, yeah. And well, the transformation... yeah, transformation is the exact same. So we just... flay these out. Get the hands out. Under here, we get the head out. Then we can just get the shoulders out. Just get them out like so. There we go. And now we can take this whole section and just rotate it at the waist. Try and... oh, that didn't sound good. Try and untab the windshield here from what's going to be the legs. Lift this up. just accordion out the legs. Ugh. There we go. Then spin the waist around again. So essentially what you're doing is you rotate the waist around, flip up the windshield, so now it's on the chest, and then you rotate the waist again. So, yeah, that's pretty unique there. Then we just take these bits, the front of the car is now its feet, typical Sunstreaker. These bits flip down and form heels. Take the arms, just move them down. Rotate the forearms. And then we can take the engine, just spin that around so it's showing in robot mode. There we go. Come on, there we go. And here we have Sunstreaker in robot mode. And just going to quickly get this one transformed, so just going to quickly talk about this figure here. Honestly, I really like the transformation. Like, the way that things twist and turn is honestly pretty fun. Like, Wheeljack does the same thing, and I'm trying to think. Yeah, like, Wheeljack does the same thing. I think they share engineering. They're not retools, but Wheeljack has a very similar transformation to Sunstreaker. So, yeah. And honestly, it's a transformation I find myself really enjoying. Like, I would call that a desk toy kind of transformation. I know I use the term desk toy a lot, but honestly, yeah, the transformation does scream desk toy to me, because I find myself flipping him back and forth quite a bit. So, yeah. Now, looking at the robot mode, I mean, yeah, it's the Earthrise figure with better paint and all that. And honestly, I think that shows at the back, like you see, it looks much nicer. We'll see that when we compare the two. The forearms look much nicer, that silver paint. The head sculpt, I'm pretty sure is the exact same. I don't think there was ever a new head sculpt for this guy. Because, I mean, who would they turn this guy into? Freaking Dead End? I mean, that would be cool, because it could also be Shattered Glass Sunstreaker. Eh? That's a repaint potential there, Hasbro. But, yeah, as far as I'm aware, aside from this figure, the only ever time that they redecoed Earthrise Sunstreaker was for Spinout and Cordon, which, I mean, that makes sense. So, yeah. But anyways, got the shins here with that detailing. Do have a bit of mismatched yellow there, but it's nowhere near as noticeable as the Earthrise figure. We can see that it does have the front of the car, but it's actually a faux piece because that's the actual front of the car. So, and I guess for accessories, essentially what they want you to do is take the engine off his back and, I don't know, just have him hold it like so. Oh, okay then. I have no idea like what this could be, because it just looks like he's holding an engine block. Like, is this meant to be like two hair dryers put together? Is this like a satellite dish or something? Is this like a pizza launcher? I don't know what they were thinking, because honestly, I don't get gun when I look at this. I just see a huge engine block, and that's what this is meant to be. So, And honestly, I wish he came with the gun that the select version of this guy came with. Oh, that's not tabbing in. I think I found a gripe. You can see that I can easily push that down when it's meant to tab into place. Okay, the authorized version also has that issue, it seems, so... Oh well. So yeah, it seems that this doesn't really tab in all too well. Yep. I found an issue. It seems that this chest just doesn't tab in. So I'm guessing this mold has sort of degraded a bit. So yeah, it doesn't tab in all too well anymore. It's kind of crappy, but oh well. And honestly, that's pretty much most of what I've got to say about the robot modes. So let's put him with... Yeah, you can just... God, that yellow is egregious on the Earthrise figure. Like, you can see it on the chest. And really, the only difference is the paint job. Like, he's got some extra block on the shoulder. Of course, the windshield is no longer translucent. The forearms color differently. The yellow plastics are different. It might be hard to notice. And now the shins are colored differently, as you can see. They look nicer on the Studio Series version, in my opinion. But there is one thing that this guy fixes that's probably just on my copy of this guy. On my Earthrise figure, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but this leg is kind of loose. See if I have it out. Whereas on the Studio Series version, nice and tight. So I don't know if this is just like loosened over the years or if it's like that out of the box, I don't remember, but it's nice that I have a Sunstreaker that's got perfectly tight joints because, well, of course, we've got the articulation. So head, of course, the head's on a ball joint, so he can look up and down. Arms can rotate. He can T-pose, although it's kind of awkward because they kind of collide with the ears there. Oh well. About 90 degrees there at the elbows. Of course, bicep rotation. Wrists can't really do anything, but oh well. Of course, waist rotation. You can kick forward, kick backwards, knee about there, swivel at the thigh. You can do the splits, and an amazing ankle pivot. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this guy. Like, yeah, it's just a redeco of a figure from, what, 2020? And hell, said figure has been reissued, so you can still get him. So I guess it's, which colors do you prefer? But honestly, I prefer these colors. But yeah, of course, with this being the Earthrise figure, it's got something that we don't get anymore. These weird bumps on some parts where you just plug in a blast effect and make it look like he's getting shot at. They don't do that now. I think it's like Kingdom that was phased out. So, yeah. But yeah, gripes with this figure, mostly the same as the Earthrise version, but for a new gripe, this might not be for all copies, but the chest just... Yeah, I wish the chest actually tapped in. Like, the Earthrise one does it, so... But again, that's probably like mold degradation or something. I don't know. But aside from that, I just have nitpicks. Like, maybe get rid of the yellow paint here, have this all be gunmetal, I don't know. But still, I quite like this figure. Like, it's a pretty fun desk toy, something that I seem to say quite a bit with figures I like. But hey, it's fun to fiddle with, it's fun to transform, and honestly, I do kind of want to get Cordon and Spinout now. And honestly, I still think that this guy has repaint potential, namely, Alternators Dead End, or Shattered Glass Sunstreaker, your preference. Again, as I said in the Scourge video, this makes me wish that the Shattered Glass collection toy line was still a thing, because that could have been something that we got, but, oh well. But, yeah, this is definitely a really fun figure. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. But, like, say you got this guy. Honestly, I would say, if you prefer the deco on this guy, I'd still say it's worth it. Because, I mean, he does fix the translucent plastic thing, because, you know, translucent plastic can be a bit of a problem. You know, the paint here, this can be fragile. But yeah, if you don't have Sunstreaker, I highly recommend this guy. If you already have the Earthrise version, really it's up to you if you want to change to this one. But if you don't have Sunstreaker, I highly recommend this guy. He's really fun. Now for Wheeljack, I don't know if I'll get him because I already have the Devastation Wheeljack, so but I mean, who knows? But well, this has been my review on Studio Series 86 Sunstreaker, and this is a Transformers fan signing off.